Hello, we're the Huttos family. We're from Fitzgerald, Georgia, and our members of our family are
I'm O.J. Hutto.
Janice Hutto,
Jana Hutto,
Josiah Hutto.
Our journey began in October of 2018. At the beginning of October, Josiah woke up that morning and he was very ill. He told me there was some things that he was having difficulty with, and so after examining him, we took off over here to Tiff Regional because we've been a part of Tiff Regional's family for many, many years. And so we knew the place to come. At the emergency room, the doctors and nurses began to assess Josiah and see what needs he's had. At this point, Dr. Anderson was called in to assist with some of his medical needs. It was also at this point the blood work was returned, and we were notified that he would have to be going to ICU, to the intensive care unit, where we were met by some of the most fabulous angels you would ever see on the face of the earth. The ICU nurses were so compassionate and caring about not only my son, but also our family as a whole. The hospitalists there, the ICU doctors, and the specialists who were called in were all so real to us that what they said led to us knowing that we were in the right place, that God had placed us here because Josiah was very sick. He was very ill at this time. And Dr. V gave us the news that his diagnosis would lead to an 80% mortality rate with only 20% surviving. It was at this time that, of course, we had been praying before we got here, but we knew that God would lead and God would take care of all of us here at Tiff Regional.
The Hutto family is a great family. We got to take care of them extensively while they were here throughout their stay. They've actually been here a couple, 2 or 3 times, and we've actually had the chance to take care of them. The biggest thing that I remember is the fact that they keep an upbeat attitude. Even when it seemed like the cards were stacked against them, they still seemed like they had a positive outlook on things.
There was an immediate connection when I first walked into and first met them the first time we had them as a patient. The family is very involved, just very appreciative, always with a positive attitude, willing to take on anything that is thrown at them, and just very respectful of our nurses, and in return they get the same type of care that they give us as well.
One time I was actually providing some patient care while he was in the intensive care unit, and I was on a steroid pack, and I got really hot and flushed, so she's over there fanning me with the fan to make sure I cool down. And every time, if Josiah gets sick, they always know I'm a phone call away. Before he comes to the emergency room, I'm the second phone call to make sure, we're there, what we can do to help, and they're very great people.
We spent many of our days in ICU with the nurses, where we become very close to them. The extenders, the cafeteria staff that come in, the custodial staff, all of them we began to build a relationship with because we were here, and they really showed us that they cared about us as a family. They cared about what was going to happen to Josiah. Dr. Anderson did surgery on the night of October 2nd, and then on October 4th we were introduced to Dr. David McKeechin and Courtney Stevens, who have been our lights through all of this. They have helped us the last 6 months support us, communicate with us, and really show us not only within these walls, but all your physicians here at Tiff Regional really care. All the surgeons really care. The PAs are just phenomenal, and they want to do what's right for not only the patient, but the family as a whole.
I met the Hutto family emergently one day. Their son has some chronic illnesses, but had developed an acute problem that required surgery, and I was asked to help take care of him. The thing that I remember most about the family is how much the parents cared for him and how much they had done for him over the course of his life, and how dedicated they were to making sure that he got the best care that he could possibly have. That's why we spent so much time talking about things and involving them at every step along the way, because we have a patient to treat, but we also have a family to take care of also, and make sure that they're comfortable with the care that's being provided to their son.
The Hutto family is very warm and easy to talk to, and so you just kind of fall in love with them immediately. They're very easy to treat because they're so open and easy to talk to, and they're so good to him.
We've had many interactions with people on the floor. The orthopedic floor was just wonderful. Pediatrics. We've had the pick and wound team, which we call the A-team. Shayla, Chris, and Mike. They come to visit us every day. Being out on the floor, you get to know the people, the cafeteria people, Miss Agnes. I talked to Miss Agnes every day on the phone to order him lunch, and it was always a breath of sunshine on the other end of the phone. And that's what families need. When they're in crisis, when they're in situations where you don't know the outcome, you need people who surround you and support you and care for you. And that's what we have here at Tiff Regional Medical Center, is a facility that gives exemplary health care, but also meets the needs spiritually, emotionally, and also physically to your well-being and to your healing. I can't say enough about every person who we've come in contact with. They have helped us save our son. Our son would not be here if it had not been for all the people who have helped us out since October 2nd.